Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, rascal comediers. It is I, Santa Claus's son. No, it's Jack. It's Jack. Hey, how we doing, guys? What's the crack? Merry Christmas. It is like 4 days until Christmas. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping?
No.
Most of it. Some of it.
Are you going to be one of those boyfriends that turn up on Christmas Eve like, oh, the girlfriend, she needs the blue one. I saw, sorry, sir, we're out of stock. All right, I'll take the red one, so. And then she hates it. Is that going to be you, Jack? Absolutely.
No, I'm not even getting the red one.
Yeah, or give her Christmas present like in March when they're back.
No, we had like early gift swapping. So I got this.
Oh, hang on, we can't see you at the moment.
Oh, big reveal.
This hat right here.
Oh, you got the.
I got this hat.
Nice. Now we're going to go back to me for a second. This is my part of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not really feeling very festive at the moment. I think it's because I work in retail and I feel like I'm getting the life sucked out of me by angry customers. You know, I have people coming up to me screaming because they were so unorganized with their Christmas shopping. Like, I have to wait in line. I was waiting here for 10 minutes and you only have one queue open. I'm like, sorry, miss, I don't know if you know, but there was a deadly plague and we're still suffering. And now there's even another version of it in the country right beside us. I don't know if you know that. And as all this is happening, they're playing music like, it's the most wonderful time. I'm like, it's not the most wonderful time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm slowly turning into the Grinch. I think they should actually get the Grinch in. You know how they sometimes have Santa Claus visiting all the kids? They should get the Grinch for the rude customers. So anytime they're just being rude, we call the Grinch like the Grinch, and he comes and he goes, listen, fatty, stop being so mean to the workers. They're trying their best. Doesn't matter how much shoes you buy, Barbara, you're still fat, okay? Just an idea. It's just an idea. Listen, Henry, right? Doesn't matter how much fragrance you buy, your wife's taking everything in the divorce. It's true. It's true. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, that's my little rant. We're going to meet. Hang on. We're already getting comments. Just give in and accept the Grinch within yourself. Yeah, true. Absolutely. Thank you.
No, it's me. Look at this. The screen is on me now. Was that intentional? Was that a fake? I'm on here by myself. I was the main event there for like 2 seconds.
I exited myself from the stream. I just deleted myself like that. Oh my God.
Alex, you look so panicked for a second, Alex. You just,
I was literally doing the headlights going, wait a minute, I'm not the Grinch.
In a way you were. Superdome is back again, Alex.
Hello, Superdome. Thank you always for watching. I really appreciate it. Superdome
David's back, tuning in from the US.
Good to see you, David.
The fucking US.
Internationally famous, Jack. Internationally famous, all the way from our favorite leisure center all the way to the United States.
For our American viewers who don't know, we actually have the Grinch at Earn, but we don't call him the Grinch. We call him Tony Holohan, but that's neither here nor there.
What's that, Jack? A unicorn?
A unicorn water bottle.
Nice.
Was that also a Christmas gift?
What is it? Show
I knew you were on for it, Tony. I knew you were on for it, Tony, so I was drinking some Iron Brew today. I was drinking some Iron Brew, I was.
Funnily enough, I was doing that a second ago, but now I've got beer.
Nice.
In a mug.
Oh, yeah. That right there, this is the cup of destiny. This is the cup we drink from when we go on adventures, because I just got in from work and I haven't written a set yet, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Tony, I just did a rant. I had no jokes. I just talked about the Grinch.
That's all right. It's 2020. We can make shit up as we go along.
Yeah.
It's not like we're inexperienced at this point. We're all veterans now.
That's the theme of 2020. They're like, Australian fires. Oh, plague.
Yeah, California's been on fire for about 9 months. We've just stopped reporting.
And worst of all is online comedy shows.
Easily the worst of all. Isn't that the real plague? Isn't that the real virus? Huh?
Yeah.
I think the real virus is people's podcasts that have less viewers than the people on the podcast.
Hey, shut up! I'm right here.
I thought that was me.
It's both. It's everyone here.
Oh, yeah, I'm like,
It's
yeah,
everyone here.
fair. Sure, Alan and Jack were even on my podcast.
It was funny. I was watching one the other day. Well, I say watching. I was listening to one the other day, and they were going. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. Now we've had 32 guest stars, and we're up to an average of 15 viewers per episode. And you're going, you've had twice as many guest stars as you have listeners. Why did they bother showing up?
Yeah.
I think it's impressive that you managed to get those people. You know, that's
maybe it was like a Jester scenario. The only way you can actually be on the show is if you watch it.
Yeah, it's like a bringer.
I think it's either one of those things that's truly impressive networking, or it's a deeply, darkly effective kidnapping scheme.
Hello, welcome to the podcast. I am very happy to be on this week. I am enjoying myself.
It's definitely better to make a shitty podcast than to just fucking insert paragraphs into your status day after day about a world
like Twitter, is it?
Not like a good paragraph.
Oh, man. I got rid of it. I don't have social media anymore. It's a fucking shit blizzard.
More than any other year of my life, this year has made me so glad I'm not on Twitter. Like, just so
absolutely.
Glad.
Yeah,
Twitter's just like you make an avatar and you just kill everybody. You know, that's what.
Yeah. I use Twitter for the
Twitter. Do you know what Twitter is?
And hang on, everyone's just shouting at once.
Do you know what Twitter is?
What is Twitter, Jack?
A terrible social media platform.
Fucking entrapment. Because you cannot. There's nobody on it can make a good point in the amount of letters they give you. They can only spew shit, and that's what they do, like fucking clockwork.
Oh, I'm out.
Happy holidays.
It's really everyone's a good festive cheer. I like that. It's good,
I will say there's one exception to that rule that you can't make a decent point, and that's Nicola Sturgeon. The amount of shade that woman can sling in a 140 character text is fucking amazing.
Look, I actually think I was unfair. The Jurassic Park page that was on Twitter is class.
That one's great. And that one's great.
Probably some other shit.
No,
but I only remember Jurassic.
The problem I have with that film is at the end of the credits it says Phil something, dinosaur supervisor. He obviously didn't do a great job.
Yeah,
he just looked after the old people on set.
Absolutely true.
It was actually meant to be a family fun thing where there's a friendly T-Rex, but Phil
he let them all out.
I got what I got my mother for Christmas this year. I got her a Jurassic Park music box. It just looks like a regular music box, and then you open it up and it's got the logo in it, and you can and it plays Jurassic. And the good thing about it is, that's exactly it. And the good thing is because you can vary the speed, you can play it like the opening, like initial triumphant Jurassic Park, but you can also play it slow, which is the like John Hammond being like, "What have I done?" in the empty restaurant version as well. Which I
it's some of the most
sure she would appreciate.
And it's for a dinosaur.
It was so for all of that. I was so scared you're going to fire in a.
Yeah.
I'd probably play it really quickly for the Jurassic Park and just make my own film called Jurassic Deliverance.
I think that was the original planned sequel.
God, just a bunch of rapist dinosaurs. That's horrifying. Jesus
Emma says she wants
banjo playing
dinosaur. Jesus Christ.
She wants a music box. Right, we need to get some structure on the show because it's just
how would you put dungarees on a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Hang on. We need structure because it's just everyone's just shouting.
Stop shouting!
Listen, I have the power to mute every single one of you. Look, Jack, he's muted. Boom. No, we'll bring him back. So, do you know what? We'll go to Jack first. Is that a good? Yeah, no, it is. Jack, how are you? Corey Trevorson. Is that your new stage
Corey
name?
Trevor.
Yeah, my name's Corey. I like making people laugh.
Corey Treverson. They're my cousins.
Oh, okay, makes sense. How are you, man?
Grand boy. How are you keeping?
Should I ask the question? How is your podcast? You know, are you getting more listeners than
Fucking dead as disco. Not happening. Fuck that.
I like your podcast.
I like disco.
I fucking
Alan likes disco.
What a tragic occurrence that disco left, you know. And the podcast. No, it's just fucking bullshit. I couldn't be arsed. Like, there's nothing new happening. So I'm just like, I have nothing to say. Like, what am I going to say that, like, yeah, I just watched the week go by again? How are you? So
Could you make stuff up?
I was like, right. I thought comedy would be back. So I was like, I'll stop till comedy's back. And then we got, you know, fucking round 2 of the shitstorm. So I don't know. I'm going to do one over, like, before Christmas, I'd say, though. Just one. I don't know if I'll do more, but I'm doing one
Christmas
before Christmas.
special. Do a Christmas special for sure.
Do a Christmas special.
Fucking A, Christmas special.
Rant about Christmas.
Yeah.
What's in
I'm gonna do that here.
in that head? What's in your head right now? We want to. What you have great thoughts. Sure.
Tell us, Jack. Tell us your great thoughts.
I just have to check my. Am I doing my set right now?
No.
We just want to know the real you.
This is
not
We
everything's a
need some
joke.
structure. Let me clarify what's going on.
Barriers down. Bring down the barriers. Let's show us the real you. What's happening? What's going on?
What's going on?
Hang on, you just asked a man to show vulnerability. He's pretty sure he's under attack now.
Did you do it? That's all we want to know.
Smoke weed, yeah.
We got him. We got it.
What you
Got
mean?
the confession. I don't know what I meant. Like, did you do it? That could have been anything. You just went yes.
Jack is like screaming inside now, like, it's not the audience we fucking want, okay? It's not the audience.
Yeah, we're just pulling a Stuart Lee now. The audience is the problem.
They're the problem. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People
I
like
think
Ben. So. Well, that. And what did it cost? Well,
And where can I get some?
Yeah. I assume Ben wants that. He wants that music box for his missus.
You can have. You learn about the music box.
Yeah, the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
Well, we're not sure. I think you might be asking about the music box and the weed. I mean, frankly, those two would go fucking dynamite together, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In fact, I can tell you for sure they do.
Don't worry. He's good friends with the lad from Clondalkin. He's good friends with the lad from Clondalkin. If he wanted the weed, it would not be an issue.
Could you get a little music box of I was supposed to go to work, but then I got high? That'd be pretty good.
Maybe. I'll look into that. That's good.
That's Or next episode.
It doesn't really apply this year, though. Everyone's working from home.
True. I was supposed to log into.
Not everybody.
But then I got high. Yeah.
Oh, lads. I'm not sure what the question is anymore, so I don't know how to respond.
I don't know what it was.
That's all right. Neither are we.
What else is happening, Jack? Tell us about
Fuck
your
all,
hat.
man. Sorry?
Tell us about your hat.
Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan because I got obsessed with basketball after that the documentary The Last Dance. You know, that Michael Jordan thing. Yeah, and then Celtics just seemed like the obvious choice, so now I'm a fan.
And
was it the basketball, or was it like the because Michael Jordan comes across as a complete sort of psycho obsessed, not necessarily, well, I suppose in a bad way, depends on your point of view, but did Michael Jordan's obsession get you into basketball, or was it just basketball from that? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's just trippy, and it reminded me of chess for some reason, and then I just got obsessed with the similarities, and then
you watched Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. I was sickened. I got into chess, and then the Queen's Gambit came out, and I was like, for fuck's sake, now everyone's going to think I just saw Netflix and was like, oh, cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was really good at chess until I was 8, and I'm still a really good 8-year-old chess player, but I never, you know what I mean? I peaked. I never got better than that. And my brother, it's embarrassing, man. I just get trounced.
I played
got
chess
into
for the
chess.
first time in years earlier on. I was over at my friend's house and we played chess. Like, do you want a game of chess? I was like, oh man, I love chess. Haven't played chess in years. He's like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm usually quite good. He beat me in 30 seconds. I was like, oh, I guess I'm never playing chess again.
Yeah.
Good old 4-move checkmate.
I wish I got the 4 moves. I wish I got the 4.
The literally the
I got into-
laziest one.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Hang on, we have a laugh track.
That's great. We have audience and we have a laugh track. That's great. This is what is this? Did you do this, Jack? Did you just want us to make it feel? Is this a new edition of yours?
Have enough people sent you coffee that know you've got a budget?
No.
This is 3 years fine. You can add in the sound effects.
I mean, my housemates are in the background, but
You can. Yeah, you've got.
I'm literally just doing this in my living room. Like, there's people, you know.
You can. Yeah, basically, you can't afford like a good audience, but you can afford like basically the audience that I'm used to. Like, they're just coming in, they're talking, they're not listening to me. They don't give a fuck. I feel at home.
Last week on the show, my housemate got locked out, and halfway through the show, I was like, "Oh, sorry guys, I just have to let my housemate," and he got locked out of his house.
Excellent.
So yeah, so I had to go for like 3 minutes.
I think Jack is telling fibs, and the real story is he has loads of friends now because of the free coffee, and they're all at his house waiting for the latte to get thrown out.
Facts. Look, he's literally making coffee gestures right now about free coffee. Literally. No, later. I'll give you more later. Please.
Right.
You still like me as a person, don't you? Please.
He's trying to kid on that he's making a polite stop gesture, but his flatmates know, I'm going to fucking cut your throat. You won't be making noise in a second.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on.
He's sitting there like this.
Jack.
Oi, don't turn against the host.
Imagine if Jack was in a hostage situation right now.
Don't say that.
Right as he puts the hood over his head.
That was good timing.
He's being escorted to a new location.
All right.
Oh,
what's happening is Jack has a massive backlog of free coffees, and now he's been taken hostage by a lot of random people trying to get Christmas money. And if we don't fucking crack this code of what he's trying to tell us, he's going to be killed.
Okay, but he can't say it directly because they can hear him.
But I'm having a great time.
Okay,
Jack,
if you've already been attacked sexually, Jack, say the word banana sandwich. Don't say it.
Fucking ruin banana sandwiches.
Right, we're going to do some stand-up.
Alan hates banana sandwiches.
Jack, you're going to do some stand-up.
Alan hates banana sandwiches.
I'm not responding. I'm
going
Come
to
on
put
now.
you on.
Do your jokes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jack Hourigan, everyone.
Woo!
What a heck of an intro. It was like literally like a tailor-made conversation to make sure you don't remember any of your fucking jokes. So appreciated. You fucked there. All right, Christmas, yeah, whatever. Christmas is a fucking holy shit horror nightmare, especially if you're a Hourigan. How long do I have, by the way? A minute?
2 minutes.
I'm gonna have to go over. All right, I'm going over too.
Cool.
No, not by long. Right, so fucking Christmas when you're in my family is just a holy shit horror nightmare. The reality of it's not something you look forward to. There is always some fucking circus of events that just drops like out of nowhere. Like last year, literally just the last Christmas there was, my uncle goes drinking whiskey with my other uncle, gets fucked up, gets tangled in a blanket in his house, and starts screaming for help. And then there's a kid outside cycling his new bike who calls an ambulance, and they save my uncle from a blanket. That happened last Christmas. Like,
wow.
He was just in a blanket. That's like, how the fuck, you know? How do you need emergency services to get out of the blanket? Like,
Did they cut him out of it with a jaws of life?
Yeah, fucking. I hope so. That'd be an Instagram post, wouldn't it? So yeah, there's that guy. I have a drug addict cousin too that is fucking bananas, and he was masturbating on the roof, literally. Literally came down the chimney. Came down the chimney.
Hey,
it's like Santa.
Christmas. Hey.
It's like Santa. Santa? No? Santa, anyone? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is the... Jack, I know you get it. I just
Sorry, I
pandering
was
because I'm awkward.
too critical there. I'm sorry.
It's like, move along, you fucking basketball-liking freak. Anyway, my father this year's event, my father got a job as Santa, and then he goes over and he's Santa, and he's like, "Hey, what's the crack? I'm Santa, I guess." And some kid goes, "Hey, high five," and high fived him. So then there was a chain reaction. Everyone wanted to high five Santa because why the fuck did he get to? Do you know what I mean? So everyone in the queue starts high fiving him, and then he loses the job over health reasons, like the fucking like he's not meant to. So he got fired at Santa for 2 fucking days, as if your work calendar isn't short enough as Santa.
No.
To do that 2 fucking days. Wow. So yeah, that's the only. I mean, I'll have to give it a few days. I'm sure I'll have another fucking exciting Christmas tale. The last thing I want to tell you about is back here. Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, so ages ago, right? I found a key ring. I was like, this fucking key ring. I was like, oh, deadly. And I was like, what the fuck will I do with this? And then I just put it on the car keys. Siobhan has been using these for like about 1 year and 8 months. Up until today, when we actually looked at the keyring, I thought it was a random hotel room keyring, and I was like, "How hilarious to have a hotel room keyring!" I actually thought that. She has bought this right to secondary schools that she's taught in. She's the colleges, everything, right? I gave her a keyring. We never looked at it, and it's a fucking Narcotics Anonymous keyring. Oh, excellent. 1 year and 8 months. She's had this 1 year and 8 months on her fucking car keys at all the jobs, whatever the fuck she's done. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that's funny enough to the set.
That is hilarious.
But like the problem is now, if she takes it off her keyrings, everyone's going to think she's fallen off the fucking wagon. Like,
well done, Jack.
Yeah, Jack Hourigan, everyone. Jack Hourigan. That was very good. Poor Siobhan. So maybe you knew all along. You were like, this will keep her grounded socially. I don't know.
I actually don't know what the fuck to say. That's the craziest thing ever, like, is it not?
And did she find out, or did you find out?
No, it's fucking. We have a new person like staying with us, and they went to get stuff for the fire, and then she put this down, and he goes, "What the?" And we could have got this. Could have gone years. This could have gone another fucking. Like,
what
we're so like. So just for today.
Apparently not. Anyway, she's had it a fucking however long.
Yeah.
You told me Narcotics Anonymous. I'm gonna look like a fucking lunatic if it isn't. Is that?
I love how you have it now.
Yeah, I had to bring it up here for this fucking.
Maybe it's not Narcotics Anonymous. Maybe it's like a set. There's like 10 of them, and then the last one says Batman. Batman.
No, that's why they pay him the big bucks, people. Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Alex is a Joker.
Oh. You guys, right, guys, we gotta keep this. I feel like I'm driving this car, and you guys keep trying to jump out. I'm like, no, we need to get back.
You got to treat us like those rude customers, Jack. You got to just move us on. Listen, I'm sorry, we don't have it in blue. You can take this, or you can go across the road.
Superdome is like Santa the wanker.
Okay.
Said that in an English accent. So we're going to move on now to...
You know you are the host. That's literally what your job is. To try and corral us into some semblance of order.
Absolutely. I feel like the fucking headmaster here.
Right,
we're going to move on. We're going to move on to Alan J.Byrne.
Hello.
Well,
Alan J.Byrne.
Hey, J.Byrne.
We got a lot of Burns on today. We got Alex J.Byrne, Alan J.Byrne, Tony HepBurn,
and Corey Trevorson.
Trevor Byrne.
Jack
I
Byrne.
feel like we should just replace Corey with a fireplace. Just keep with the burning theme.
He's just gone. Corey just left. But yeah.
Corey's like, I've done my part. I'm done.
He's gone to make the fire. Yeah. He's gone to make the fire.
There we go.
Alan, how are you?
I'm doing very good, Jack. I am here in my dead uncle's house by myself. It is great. My brother was down here visiting. It's not great. My uncle's dead. Well, I mean, now I'm in this house. It is a
You've got
big
a
place,
house
actually.
in
If you anyway. So my brother was down for a while, which was really great, and now he's gone, and that's even fucking better. You know, just when you're kind of, you know, it's great to see family for about 3-4 days, and then that's enough. That's
3
enough.
or 4 minutes. You're like, oh.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what the minutes are as such.
Like part of me doesn't want the vaccine, so because then I'll have to start visiting my granny and my family again, you know.
Wow, you really are in a fucking bah humbug mood. I love it. This guy,
And you're
the
saying
fucking-
you're not the Grinch.
the customer service Grinch. Listen, I tell you what, if you're still working up until Christmas, just do the Grinch voice, but don't reference it. Just do it for a whole day and don't break character. That would be
Got
brilliant.
your hair Grinch.
Oh, you wanna complain? Okay, so just go to the information desk.
Dude, as long as you don't break, no one will question it. They'll just think you're a fucking lunatic. But you
They'd be like,
can't
"Oh,
break.
They'd be like, you sound like Jim Carrey's Grinch. Who?
Oh.
I think the way that this year's gone, no one will notice that. They'll just take it in stride.
They won't give a fuck, man. They won't care.
Let's say
Doesn't matter.
after COVID, that's what happened to him.
Great. That's why he was working in pennies.
I give it a week and you get a promotion.
You know what? You would be a manager inside a week and a half for sure.
They'd be like, he's so spineless and heartless.
They'd all just think their mothers
perfect.
were right.
Perfect.
That he held his face in that position for long enough, and the wind changed.
That's you're very good at that.
Now it's stuck.
Yeah. So I'm very good. And the other thing I've been doing is I'm trying to apply for a license to grow hemp legally. Legally.
Oh, the old.
So you can support Jack there.
The old.
So I can. Well, you see, I can and I can't. I'm learning all about all about the legislations and European novel food substances books. God, it is boring. But that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to build a polytunnel greenhouse out here so I can grow it.
Oh my God,
and today,
this is amazing.
I spoke to. I won't say his name, but he's the biggest man in hemp in Bulgaria. Like stature-wise, I don't know how.
Are you not saying his
physically,
name because you can't pronounce his name?
because I can't pronounce his name. And he was giving me some tips on how to get started. I have to say, these hemp people, they're very open. They want to talk to you about everything.
Yeah, but they're like, hey man,
they'd be very geeky.
do you know Tommy Chong, the comedian? He was like massive in the '60s, and he was the first one. Yeah, get him on board. He's like, hey man, of course, Chong's choice, man.
Yeah, but it is amazing. Like everyone, they really are. Like, because most businesses you start up, people are a bit wary. Like, whereas they're like, no, you should do it too. This is great.
I just feel afraid. You're on the phone to them, and then they forget. They'll be like, "What? Who are you? What are we talking about?"
I haven't. There was 1 or 2 moments like that, but so that's what I've been up to at the moment. Although it's been pissing rain, so I have to. My greenhouse is more like a fucking aquadome now, more like the leisure centre calling in here than anything else. Nice one, Coop.
Thank you very much, Superdome. Thank you.
That's what I've been up to at the moment.
This episode is sponsored by Superdome.
What?
We're gonna miss Christmas.
We're gonna miss Chris. We'll miss it when it's. You said that like it's never coming back. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's never coming back. This might be the last one. Do you ever? I was talking to my brother the other day. He was like, "Oh well, things next year. Hopefully, it'll be better than this year. Whatever. What if this is it now, and every year is just worse after this? Like people are just looking back on the good old days, 2020, back when it was just riots and fucking plagues, back before shit got really bad.
Absolutely.
This could be the best year of our lives.
I was born in 91. You've just described my mood at the end of every year of my life. This is getting worse.
Yeah. It's like a TV show that is just dropping in quality the whole time.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure the writers have left. Now the director is just trying to phone it in. He's just outsourcing to the 10,000 monkeys and seeing what falls out of the typewriters.
Yeah, he's like, a plague.
Oh, shit. We need some time for some ideas, and we don't have a budget. We need to do a whole bunch. We need to do a year's worth of bottle episodes. So we'll have a plague, and they all need to stay in their rooms.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I can pay them their salary if I just have a white wall behind them and fuck all else.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. And then you get to see all the little bottles, Jack, and then you get to corral all the little bottles into laughy jokes.
Oh,
That's great.
I've been seeing the bottles. It's been
Blink once. Blink once if you're all right, Jack. Blink once if you need help. Blink. There we go. Oh, hello.
It's like on Futurama. It's like, did you do it? Blink once for yes, 2 for no. Double yes. He's guilty.
Outstanding.
How's the podcast, Alan?
The podcast is doing okay. It's going good enough. Chanel and Jill, the one with Gillian as well. Fits and Starts podcast and Chit Chat podcast. So I'm kind of on both sides of the pond with that, which is quite nice. So I get to hear COVID moaning both from the UK and from Ireland. So it's great.
What I laughed was when Alan was on my podcast, Jack McChat's podcast. Nice plug there. I actually got Jill's second name wrong because I just never. It's always Jill Fitz.
You just didn't give a fuck, Jack. That's why.
I was like,
you
it
just like
fits something. Jill Fitz something.
Jack is very professional.
He called her Jill Fitzgibbon as opposed to Gillian Fitzgerald. A travesty.
Something like that.
Travesty. She was furious, man.
I think it was Fitzpatrick.
Or Fitzpatrick, that was
yeah.
It.
Or the first time you were on Rascal Comedy, I had Alex J.Byrne. I had you, Alex, down.
See, this is what I'm going to say now, because I thought putting the J in my name, but my middle name is James, right? But that would like make my name more distinct from another couple of comedians who are called Alan Byrne. And then now you're here, Alex J. Byrne, and I'm just like, now I feel like I'm stepping on your toes, on your territory, you know? I feel like there's going to be a name-based beef.
Who's funnier?
Him.
Easily, Alex. Easily,Alex, by miles. That's why I'm so annoyed. If I was funnier, I wouldn't care, because then I'd just be like, our names are similar, but I'm the funnier one.
I like how you both pretended to be humble and supportive of the other one. Like, both of you hesitated and went, don't say me. I know it's me. Don't say me.
Good call, Sonny. Good call.
I feel like I've gone the Beyonce route on this show. Like, you guys all have the second names, whereas I'm just Alex.
Yeah.
It's just the Beyonce rule. That's me.
I'm not even Jack McKenna. I'm just Jack Mike. Oh, Superdome is coming in strong. There's only one Alex J. Byrne.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit. I get messages like that every fucking day from your fans telling me to go burn in hell, Alex.
Yeah.
Fucking nightmare.
But the way they spell it is that they do it like really aggressively. It's like BYRNE in hell.
Exactly. They won't even give me that. They won't even give me that in the insults. I'm crushed. I'm crushed.
Right. Alan J. Byrne.
You've completely crushed me, and now I get to go on.
And now it's your time. Right.
You can do it.
My brother just said YouTube boxing, but Irish comedians.
Oh.
Can you imagine
Rascal Comedy boxing?
the rubbish slaps that would be thrown? The fucking the ear boxing near misses of comedians fighting, you know?
Let's be honest, every fight would start like this and immediately end when somebody just kicks the other lad in the bollocks.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
The comedians fight with a roast battle.
That's true. But you set me up now.
True.
Like, yeah, that's right, Alex Byrne. You should burn on fire because
you know what?
I'm fire and you're ice.
You know what it would be? It'd be like Irish comedian boxing. It'd be like, all right, guys, there's 5 minute 5-minute rounds. The first round would be 8 minutes, and it's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because no one ever does 5 minutes.
I like it.
Right. Alan J. Byrne. Are you ready?
Right. I'm right. Well, sure. Why not?
You can do it.
Thank you, Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alex. Alex.
No, Alex J. Byrne. That's right. I'm Alex J. Byrne. Remember this name, Alex J. Byrne. I'm going to tell you all my most xenophobic, racist, hateful jokes. Remember them. Alex J. Byrne. The Jews control the banks. Right. So
quickly, edit your name on the camera. Edit your name on the camera.
Oh shit. So I'm fine. Besides all that, I was a bit despondent because I just found out yesterday that apparently, like, we're going to be back in lockdown for New Year's. So I think I think it's a bit sad because, you know, New Year's is kind of a time where people like they come together in hope and connection and that whole fellowship thing. And I'm like, how are we going to feel or experience that, you know, at 12 o'clock if we are unable to finger bang Siobhan from accounts in a bathroom stall before vomiting vodka and Red Bull into the hoods of our own jackets? And I mean, you know, you could do it at home with your mom, but it's not the same, is it? You know, I suppose, but I don't want to be too negative. I don't want to be too negative. Like some good stuff came out of this year. Like I feel like this year we all learned that, like, regardless of like how you were born, you can identify as like whatever you want. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, you know. And like me, even though I wasn't biologically born that way, I actually identify as a guy who has a really big dick. And that would surprise some people. So my girlfriend mostly would surprise. But so the great thing is she's very PC. So now that I've told her that, she has to act like I have a really big dick, or she's basically committing a hate crime.
Oh my God, yes. I might try that.
That's been fun. But on the topic of cocks, you know, dick pics have been around for a while now, and I think, I'm like wondering why they haven't yet created like a dick pic filter on Snapchat, because I think that would be like, people would be way happier to get a dick pic if that, you know, there was like little sunglasses on your dick, or, you know, give them like a little sombrero or something like that, or I don't know, like get one of your friends over, do like a dick swap. Be quite fun. Plus, the thing about the face swap technology as well is sometimes like you can trick it so it picks up other objects. So you could get like your pet hamster, put it next to your cock, and have like a cock face hamster and a hamster face cock. And you know what woman wouldn't love to get one of those? So that's I have a couple of classics, couple of Christmas classics. So why did Mrs. Claus ask for a divorce?
Why?
Because she caught Santa with a bunch of ho-ho-hos. It's proper
Christmas cracker.
Proper your uncle on Christmas Day jokes. You know, they're risque, but they're not that risque. You know, that kind of a vibe. And here's another one from my dead uncle. I'm in his house in honor of him. So why is Santa's sack so big? Because he only comes once a year.
Hey.
I've been Alex J.Byrne, and I hate black people. Thank you.
Yeah. Cancel Alex. Cancel Alex.
I'm gonna go back onto my like Facebook page, like my comedian page. I'm gonna have like a bunch of like alt-right people going, "You were the best comedian ever."
You're the best one.
Yeah.
Speaking of truth to power.
Or you'll have like people like saying like, "I can't believe you shaved your head and you didn't tell me, man."
Yeah, that's what I'll be upset about. Yeah.
There's gonna be like a new like movement on Facebook, like "Make Alex Great Again." I'm gonna be like, "Oh no,
not again." Superdome did say, "Oh, you are funny, Alan."
There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But I like that though. There was there was doubt there. It was like Alex is the number one. I like that though.
Josh Garwood went, "Oh, lol."
Okay. So you kind of mocked him there for laughing, Jack. You were in such a bad mood. Lol. Who's this fucking asshole laughing at jokes? Fuck you!
You enjoying the show or something? What a dweeb.
Josh is one of my best friends. Yes, he will come on the show.
He's a comedy comedian person.
He dabbles in the comedy. Very funny guy from Yorkshire.
Nice.
He's a bloody
well, to be fair, that explains why he doesn't want to come on the show then.
Yeah, he's got too much self-respect.
No, the opposite of what you just said.
He's got no self-respect.
Maybe he now knows that it's got this whole alt-right vibe. Maybe that'll, just sway him.
Sway him. Absolutely. Right, so we're going to move on to our other comedian. It is Alan J.Byrne. Alan.
That's me.
Now, Alan has, the last time he was on, he's grown a lot of hair.
Yes.
So we've swapped Alex and Alan today.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna have to do like the opposite sets. We're just gonna do each other's sets now.
You can say more racist stuff. Because God, the Burns tonight were not of good form. No, how are you doing, man? I see you, and I see because you brought me on. You're doing your own show now, your own talk show.
Yes, I am doing a talk show. We have had 3 comedians on, all doing the chat show. Fair play. No, but I'm doing a Facebook live show recently. It's called The Chats. It's been going for about 2 months now. Where I basically just have on different people. Like I've got comedians on, I got actors on, musicians on. I've even had a director and a writer on, just about just talking about what's been going on during the pandemic and how they've been coping and just how it's affected them. And I've really been enjoying it so far because it's good kind of supposed talking to the likes of yourselves and people that I've been mates that I haven't had a chance to talk with in a while. But it's also, I think, good to have like kind of the artists on to actually, basically say how they've been getting on, and like kind of for people to see, although they're artists and they're on stage, like they've been affected by this, just like kind of everyday people as well. And yeah, it's been really good fun so far.
What I noticed when you posts up is you'll have an actor on and they'll look beautiful, just stunning, and then you'll have a comedian and they'll just look fucking terrible.
Just like an inside-out bag of potatoes.
Yeah, they just look dreadful. You're like, oh my god, that person needs help. Yeah, that's the biggest difference in performer that I've noticed. Maybe actors
you got the professional headshots for the actors.
Yeah, and they always do that one where they're like, and then comedians do ones where they're like,
Yeah, I saw that one of you go up the other day, Jack.
Yeah.
That is a headshot.
Because how do you convey like I'm a funny person?
Yeah.
How do you?
My favorite is if you have a comedian who's like just one of these like really like F's and fucking blinds and says the most controversial like harsh shit, and then their headshot is like, I'm so goofy. I love that.
Yeah,
it's like a trap. It's like a trap. Oh, this should be fun. It's like a bear trap they played for me.
Yeah, or you get the ones where they're looking to the side. They're like,
Yeah, that's the other really common one. I like the
That's
lads
me.
they all look like political pundits.
When I said it, I was like,
they're like this in their thing. It's like, you're a comedian. Why do you look like you're shouting at an audience? You don't understand. Insert minority here is the cause of all your problems.
we say this, but then someday we'll have an Edinburgh show and we'll have to go, right, I need to sell myself as someone who's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll put up the headshot and be like, what a pretty man. I want to go and see a show.
Yeah.
But it's been good fun. So like we go live every Thursday night at 7:00. We're actually live on Wednesday this week because Thursday is Christmas Eve. But yeah, like Thursday to 7 we're usually on, and it's been going good so far. It's like episode 9 is coming up this week, and
nice.
Really been enjoying it, man. And you were Jack, you were my first ever guest ever.
I was.
Nah.
It was awful. No.
And do you record them as well? Do you put them on YouTube or whatever, or are they just live and then gone?
Yeah, they're live on Facebook. So like the name of the page is Let Chats, and I go like live like on streamer like this every Thursday, and then it's quite good, and it's been good fun so far.
Are you ever afraid someone might think it's a French show? Bonjour, welcome to Le Chats. I am your host, Alex.
Just get French bored, confused French people.
Yeah. The bit where that really
Chat
gets
shit in the
screwed over
comments.
is Le Chat in French is the cat.
Exactly.
So there's just going to be a lot of French people tuning in going, he's not a cat. What is
I've currently got a massive lawsuit with Hello Kitty that I don't want to talk about.
What?
Sir?
Why is it called?
There's not a single cat in this show.
This is not that. There is no cat in this show. What is going on?
I've got a load of crazy cat ladies shooting ninjas going, this is not what I signed up to watch.
Well, I remember when I was in London, I was in an office full of French women, and they were like supermodels, but they reminded me of cats because they were just like, Jack, would you like how do you say, a coffee? Like they're like so, and they were so pretty, and they were they go around just licking each other and licking themselves. They were just like looking themselves in the mirror, and God, wow, they were like
the Aristocats.
Yeah, it was in a way.
And Jack, did you find that you became more like that the longer you worked there, or did you go the opposite way, where you were reactionary and you just tried to act like a sort of slovenly dog?
I was more like Thomas O'Malley.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, no, I was more like a
Ali.
Jack Russell. Yeah. More like a Jack Russell. I'd growl at them.
I mean, you say that, but you're also the only one of us who's ever performed in a blazer.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh,
Fair.
yeah, fair. True. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you went the fancy option.
Fair, yeah. And if I've realized that, like, you don't want to look like a wanker on stage with a suit, so wear a suit that nobody else would wear.
That too.
Yeah.
I think you can get away with like a grubby
Show up
suit.
in nerdy t-shirts that no one understands.
Just
do what I do,
clever
just go up in a hoodie.
intertextual references, like a T-shirt that references both Friends and like Rick and Morty and a David Cronenberg film, just to let everyone know. That
Speaking of cats,
Corey
Rick.
Trevorson is on the thing now. He has Le Chats with him.
Oh my god, it's Le Chat. It's the cat.
There you go. Ask him if you want to be a guest.
When you mentioned cats, I have 6 of them, so I was like, oh, I should let one in because it's fun.
Yeah, get him
Well,
on.
to be fair, the show's been going on well. It's about time we had a crazy cat lady.
It's Rascal Comedy and Le Chat. It's like it's a crossover that the MCU could only dream of.
Absolutely. Oh my god, Emma's going cat.
Correct.
Mag's
2
saying,
points.
Jack, your suit indicates comedy, does it not? It does.
There you go.
I try.
Yeah.
Took you a second to realize that was directed at you, didn't it?
It does.
The suit,
Right.
the suit is his opener.
The suit is the joke. My life is a joke. Okay,
Suit
right.
is
We're
your
gonna move on.
What's
Alex,
a millennial response?
are you ready to make the funny?
I was ready, man. I was ready. I've already gone and I've been xenophobic, but I'll try and redeem myself now.
Okay, right. You've grown your hair out since.
I have, and I got my T-shirt of the Savior on. There you go. I'll show you that.
Oh, nice.
T-shirt of the
Nice.
Savior at Christmas
Tommy.
time.
All right,
Oh,
ladies
hi,
and gentlemen.
Santa.
Ladies and gentlemen, put it together for Alex, J.Byrne.
How are we, guys? Hello, good to see you all. You know, I kind of come on here. I'm going to do a joke because, as you guys know, as comedians, one of the great things about being a comedian is nobody tells you bad news anymore. They just tell you jokes, which is amazing. Like, I mean, I go down to the local centre. I used to go and talk to the manager and be like, "You all right, man?" He'd be like, well, look, my wife died last week." I'd be like, "Oh, shit, I'm really sorry." But now it's completely different. Now it's a 180 and I didn't know I was a comedian. Like, I'd walk in and be like, "Hey, I heard your wife died last week. I'm really sorry." He's like, "Oh, look, never mind that shit. Here's a joke." Type of shit. It's like a superpower. But he told me this joke a couple of weeks ago, and I've been laughing my head off ever since. So it's a very simple joke. It's Paddy Irishman, Paddy Scotsman, Paddy Englishman. They all die and they go to heaven, okay? And I've started off on such a high note here, such a positive note at Christmas time. But they all die and they go to heaven, okay? And they get to the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, "Look," he says, "contrary to popular belief, you don't get wings in heaven. You get a vehicle. But your vehicle depends on how faithful you were to your spouse when you were alive, okay?" So Englishman comes up first. He looks and he goes on the computer. He says, "Right." He says, "Englishman, you've been very good. Lamborghini, off you go." Scotsman comes up. Scotsman is like, "Okay, 1 or 2 misdemeanors. I'll give you a BMW. Off you go." Paddy Irishman comes up and he says, "Okay, mate, you haven't been great. Look, you'll get a Toyota Yaris." So they all go off in their cars. They all go off in their cars, and about a week later, they're all sitting around, okay? And Paddy Englishman and Paddy Scotsman are talking. You know, Scotsman is like, "Oh, I love your Lamborghini." And Englishman is like, "Oh, I love your BMW." In heaven, by the way, everyone has the same accent, so don't shoot me. And what happens is Irishman is sitting there and he's very angry. His arms are crossed and he's very angry. And they're saying, "What's wrong with you, Paddy?" He's like, "Nothing wrong with me." They're like, "Is it about the Yaris?" "It's a grand car. Don't worry about it." He goes, "There's nothing to do with my Yaris." And they go, "Well, what's the problem with you?" They say, "I'm after driving by the pearly gates. I'm after seeing the wife. St. Peter's after giving her a fucking push bike." But guys, while we're here, don't forget about the true meaning of Christmas. I mentioned the Lord and Savior already. I keep a picture of my Lord and Savior beside me. See this? Mr. Thomas P. Wiseau.
Oh my God. And we were talking about actors as well.
And a reading from Thomas P. Wiseau is, "To Alex, love is blind." Love is in fact blind. And I got my little Dalek here. Because, you know, Daleks and Christmas are synonymous. I'm going to let my Dalek do a little joke. Here's a Dalek joke. So Dalek is like, "Good evening, welcome to the comedy. Here is a joke. A human walked into a bar and the human is exterminated. It's funny because people have died. Exterminate. Exterminate."
Have we lost
Alec,
him?
He's gone.
is he all right? Is he okay?
I think.
What? What's just
That was
happened?
a weird note to lose connection.
That's
It's a
commitment.
really weird-
That's commitment. That is.
Right. Okay. I don't know if he's coming back. I have no idea. Right. Okay.
Whether he's coming back or not, I think that set's finished.
I think so.
That was probably accidentally the perfect ending to that.
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
I think so. Absolutely. Right. Well, we have to move on. So
The Dalek's delivery reminded me of Ryan Tuberty for some reason. That's not a joke. It's just it popped into my head when he was telling those jokes. There was something about it.
do you think if they replaced Ryan Tuberty with a Darlac, nobody would notice?
I think lots of people would be a lot happier, but I don't know.
Absolutely. Right. This show is already going on too long, but we're going to keep going. So, only one name. Tony, how are you going?
Not too bad. How are you? I mean, for a week that started off pretty bloody weird, it ended up all right in the end.
How am I?
I'm bad.
Yeah. I'm good.
People, please stop asking Jack how he is.
It's
He is
not the
right
naughties.
on the end.
You have to not be an emo for 5 fucking minutes, all right?
I know. This is a new side to me. Actually, last week, a comedian messaged me saying, "Are you okay? You just seem very down." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Bubbly." Like, yeah, but you're not as bubbly as you usually are. It's old age. Old age. It's seeping in.
It's sobriety, I think you'll find.
You should do what I did, is just be miserable all the time, so then people are pumped when you're happy.
That's a good move.
It's very good.
That's a good move. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Then you show any glimmer of enthusiasm, they're like, "Oh,
Jack,
Jesus,
you
it's great.
fucked up.
He's back."
You fucked up, Jack.
I fucked up.
You're too
Fucked
jolly
up.
all the time. That's
You went and you achieved shit, and you work hard, and you fucking do stuff. You're fucked up.
Ooh, I am. Yeah. Don't worry. Half of Ireland think that. They're trying to bring me down the whole time. Stop being so happy.
I think half of Ireland's a bit of a stretch, but anyway.
You're okay, hon.
Yeah,
To be fair, a while ago they did this study to see which countries complain the most, and Ireland came in second and complained enough that within 12 months they were first.
they complained that they were second.
Yeah. Look, because let's be honest, no one wants to be second. You can be third and feel like you achieved something. But if you come in second, you feel like you're like, no, this is not okay. I can be first, I can be third. I'm not
Jack,
okay with second.
You wanna let something out there?
Me?
Yeah, you were like,
Oh, it's gone. Whatever the fuck it was. It would have been hilarious.
Maybe just enraged about the complaining. He was
I think
enraged.
he was outraged that they were only
Oh,
second.
yeah. Yeah, I actually wanted to be first. That was it. Fuck.
yeah. Well, you're first now.
But complaining like that is what got us to first. So I mean, this is the engine of the
we don't
country
quit.
right here.
Now, Tony, you're
We don't
British.
quit.
I'm Scottish.
You're Scottish, right? But
Attaboy.
when I lived in London, I realized English people, Londoners, and Irish people complain a lot, but differently.
Oh,
Okay.
completely differently.
I felt like English people complain about stuff that you shouldn't really be complaining about.
But maybe they say that about our stuff. Give us an example of both
Right.
types.
I'm in a Starbucks. Fella orders a small coffee. The woman gives it to him, and he goes, "Is that a small?" Oh, it's a bit big for a small. I was like, "You'd be complaining if it was."
You
small.
literally got more than you wanted. That's the dream.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
What's the Irish equivalent then? What do we complain about that they don't
I feel
complain
like
about?
I don't know. What would an Irish complaint be? Usually,
We complain about shit in history that happened 150 fucking years ago, and then
True.
people build a whole identity around it because they're fucking dumb.
the Irish version is you ask somebody how they are, and someone from Scotland or England will go like, oh, come on, like the English will immediately snap back with some sort of pointless complaint. You're like, oh yeah, your life's hard. And Scottish people will go, oh, come on, aye, and then tell you the worst thing that's ever happened to them.
Yeah.
And the Irish will complain by going, oh, can't complain. I just lost my leg, my wife died, and we had to put down the dog all within 5 minutes. But sure, you know yourself.
I don't buy this complaining thing. Like, I don't think we complain enough. I think we push it down. We push it all
You
down
think so?
inside.
Hey,
Irish people complain by taking the piss out of it.
Jack, go on.
Irish people will complain that the Guinness is wrong, the potatoes were fucked, but then they like throw their life away to dig ditches, shovel shit, get paid nothing, break their fucking back, and get fucked in a variety of positions by several parties.
I was really on board until the end, and then I was like, that actually sounds like quite a lot of fun.
I think these days that most of those people who should be digging ditches along the side of the road, they're now in boy bands.
Nah, they're in government.
I frankly think is a fate far worse.
I feel like a therapist here. I feel like I should be like taking notes. Like, and how does that make you feel, Tony? How does that make you feel?
I'm very offended by the existence of boy bands.
Yeah, me too.
Do you know what? Learn to play a decent fucking instrument and croon about something that's actually happened to you.
Yeah.
Right. We could be a boy band.
I loved this one girl, and she didn't look, and she was the most amazing girl ever. Yodel-hee hoo, and you're like, shut up.
That's a Backstreet Boys, isn't it? I think, if I remember correctly.
I believe that was One Direction.
No, is it like you don't know you're beautiful? Like, baby, you're so beautiful, but you don't know it, but you are.
Okay, who's who? Who's who in our boy band now? Who's who? Because there's different types in the boy band. Do you know what I'm saying?
But also, everybody has a character.
I'm the arsehole who left just before they got famous and now regrets it.
You're the Pete Best.
Bingo. Well, and Jack, who are you? Who are you in this band?
I think I'd be the more Paul McCartney.
Oh, I got to specify. Celtic.
You say Paul McCartney is in a fucking boy band.
Yeah,
the Beatles were not a boy band.
They were. They were a boy band.
No, they were the precursor. They were not themselves a boy band.
No, they weren't the boy band. But they were boys in a band.
Hey, boy bands dance in sync, and the Beatles did this shit.
They danced, they sung, they were boys in a band. I don't know.
They were a boy band.
The Beatles
were a boy band before people
adults,
had
and B, they had substance.
If it looks like a duck and it quacks, fuck it. You know what I mean?
They weren't 12-year-olds discovered and funded by a failed rapper, right? There's a difference.
If people had laptops, One Direction and the Beatles would be sharing a tour bus.
Okay. I'd go to that. I would fucking go to that show. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm honestly glad.
I'd go to it if I was inspired by like fucking Bowling for Columbine or something like that. I'd go to it, yeah.
I tell you what I would actually love as a mashup. I would love to watch a tour with The Who when Keith Moon was still the drummer and any boy band. And just by the end of the tour, just see how many replacements the boy band is needed.
Why? Because he was just doing so much drugs.
It just every time they have an after party, half the boy band dies and needs replaced, trying to keep up with Keith Moon.
Well, what do you think of K-pop?
I think that would be the one reality show we would all like the equivalent of Big Brother. Just a boy band trying to survive an after party with Keith Moon.
What do you think of K-pop? This stuff from Korea, and like,
man,
a band could have about 20 members.
That's fucking insane.
What were you saying, Jack?
Back in my day, we called that an orchestra.
I was looking for something to watch on Netflix, and I was flicking through, and then there was a fucking K-pop documentary, and I watched the trailer.
That's what I watched.
That's the depth of my knowledge, but I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
If you want that now, you're going to get obsessed with it, and then fucking next year, the girlfriend's going to have to get you some K-pop themed hat. This is a cycle.
Yeah. Jack, stop
watching
television.
I have to declare, when I said the thing, we all went off on a tangent that led nowhere earlier, but I got into chess from Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah.
You got what?
I know. I got into chess from Wu-Tang Clan because I saw them on a fucking chessboard in a video, which actually has chess in the title, and then they were on about chess in the book. Chess is the shit. It's around 7,000 years.
I love it. I was playing
chess is cool, and getting into it through the Wu-Tang Clan is about as cool a way as to get into chess as you can do.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed.
But
He's the cool one in the band. He's the cool one in the boy band.
No. I want to be
Right.
the guy that dabbles in rehab, and then because you know that he's struggling because he has an idea of like what life might look like, and he can't fit it into the fucking girl. You're the one, and all this shit.
Okay, so you look conflicted.
he's
Real
the Robbie
sad in
Williams.
the eyes. I like that.
He's
I like
the Robbie
Robbie
Williams.
Williams.
He's the one who goes
Yeah.
off and he goes off to do his own thing halfway through.
I think, man, I'll take
shows
that
up,
because
shows up for the reunion tours when he's running out of drugs money. Yeah.
when I was fucking, I don't know how long ago it was, but I used to watch a Robbie Williams thing where he did all Frank Sinatra songs. I can fucking dig it. I can dig it.
That was
Yeah,
good.
I can
That
do
was
that.
That was actually quite good.
But now,
That was-
who is Jack Mack? Which one is he? My theory is that you're like a Gary Barlow, like you're the one everyone wants to shag and everyone's into when
Yes.
it's popular. But as soon as
And
it
then
ends, you
never
just
again.
fall off a fucking cliff, mate. You just fucking crash and burn when it's all over.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But I
I get so many STIs and it all goes to my head and all the
Amen.
cocaine and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I tell you what my favorite thing about K-pop is, by the way.
Oh, dude.
K-pop comes
Tell us.
K-pop comes from South Korea, and
Yeah.
the North Koreans don't like
Shocker.
it. So South Korea literally built batteries, military installations of speakers, and blared K-pop across the border.
Yeah, I heard
Every
that.
time, every time North Korea shelled them, they retaliated with K-pop.
Can I actually just add on to this because it's just I had this fucking thought. You know when
Go on.
Trump went to South Korea and went up to the fucking border and met Kim Jong, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Remember that? Right. How fucking funny. How funny would it have been? How perfect would it have been if he's walking up or whatever? He walks up to the thing, they walk up to the border, and then Kim Jong this actually happened. He invites him to be the first person to step over into North Korea, and Donald Trump is like, sure, I'd love to be, whatever the fuck, right? Imagine if Donald Trump just fucking dropped him, blindsided him, fucking whack. How hysterical would that have been? Wouldn't that have been on the world stage? Like, he missed the biggest opportunity. That would have been so fucking funny. That would have been so funny.
But then the world would have been nuked.
Who gives a fuck? That's worth it. That's worth it.
That's
You're talking
that's
about
comedy.
North Korea. North Korea.
You'd be watching a mushroom cloud over Loch Corrib and you'd be laughing. Fact.
Yeah, no. Here's the truth about the North Korean nuclear program. I'm very upset with it because it's fucking shite. I did one of my first ever sets, one of my first ever bits I ever wrote was a 10-minute bit about the various stupid shit that various countries have done with their nuclear programs. Like France decided that they were going to give Algeria back to the Algerians, but kept testing nukes there. And then when they when they ran out of permission to do that, they started testing them offshore from Tahiti while promoting Tahiti as an island vacation. The Americans nuked beer and then gave it to their soldiers to find out what it did to the taste. The British sold a tank to the Australians, nuked it, thought it was fucked, realized it had run out of petrol, and then sent it into the Korean War, where it got shot at multiple times. Like, this is a tank that literally shrugged off a nuclear bomb. Yous are fucked, go away. They gave you a warning, they painted it on the front. And in the meantime, North Korea the only evidence we have that they're testing these things is that every so often you can pick it up on the Richter scale. Everybody else has done these magnificently stupid things. Russia made a bomb so big they crashed the world nylon market trying to build a parachute big enough to slow the descent of the bomb enough that it wouldn't kill the plane that dropped it.
Was this the
All
Star
right, that
Bomber?
last one was good. I like
Star
that.
Bomber. And literally, I did that set 1 week, and it was awful because it was at Columbia Bar in Mullingar.
It was too sad.
What happened was they called me up early, and I wasn't ready. And when I was running onto the stage, I tripped, and I fell, and I knocked everything over and spilled my beer and splashed the glass and everything. So it was a bit of a disaster. And I went to do it the next week, and somebody just went, did you... Yeah, there's Dave, very supportive. One of the guys just went, did you see the news about that this morning? And I went, no. And he went, oh, never mind. No, you can't interrupt my set and then just say never mind. What was the news? What was the news about the North Korean nuclear program this morning? He went, well, you know the mountain they test all the bombs under? And I went, yeah. And he went, it collapsed.
They literally blew up your set, man, with factual information.
I had an entire set about how North Korea was the world's most responsible nuclear power, and as soon as I was about to get it right, they fucking dropped a mountain on it.
Fucking Kim Il-jung, man. When he's not running fucking death camps and menacing the South Pacific, he's just ruining sets, isn't he? What a prick. What a prick.
Tony, are you ready to hit the stage?
That might as well have been it, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. Because we need to get this show going. So, Tony, HepBurn, everyone.
This week, I've had a bit of a productive week. Well, not actually productive, sort of millennial productive. I can't believe it's not productive. It was a weird week. It started off very strange. David there last weekend, I got home from work. I'm about to transfer off night shifts to day shifts. My whole plan is I'm going to have a couple of drinks with a friend online, not David. And then David rings me in hysterics because he thought her husband was dead. And, we got that sorted out. He's fine. He just wasn't emailing her because he doesn't care or love her. It's all right. And then right before I'm going to bed, my ex decides to come out of the woodwork for the first time in months. It was a very weird week. Very, very weird. But then, fortunately, it turned right around because I'm a massive geek, and this weekend has just been a blast for all the nerdy stuff. I mean, we had the Mandalorian final. We had, that was. I want to spoil it, but I'm not going to. With Tech Talks Battletech, with so much wonderful, wonderful nerdy stuff. But it was funny because I was thinking about it all, and then I was going, do you know what? Nearly exactly a year ago, I found out that I have ADHD and autism, and being seeing a psychologist and a psychiatrist and trying to sort my life out, get things back on track, and learn how to be a bit more of a responsible adult. And this is just my luck to a T. 2020 is the year I tried to sort my shit out. Can you, and the weirdest part is, you're making progress. People are like, this is the worst year ever. My life's the worst it's ever been. I'm going, I mean, it's a little better. I was personally worse last year. So it's been a weird one. And it's all reminded me of very, very smart man, very, very wise man once said, so you know how you hear people and they go like, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. If this year's taught me anything, it's that if something's worth doing well, it's worth absolutely categorically half-assing. If you can't get it right, if you don't have the energy, if there's too much shite going on, just half-ass it. It'll be fine. If you don't have the energy to wash the dishes, fill the sink, leave them in water. I think if this year's taught us anything, it's all right to just every so often just go, I can't be arsed, I'll do the minimum. Because I think that's the one thing we all have in common this year. We've all just sort of done the minimum. And we've lived we're fine. That's progress. That's the bar for this year. If you're still here, you're okay.
It's 100% true.
I think that's the objective I've been training for my entire life. I'm still here. That counts as a win.
It's the only one. It's the only win left. It's the only win left. It's so true.
Exactly. And I think it's important to remember these things because you can. There's been so much awful this year. There's been so much that's just been truly, truly cataclysmically bad. But just to find the joys and the simple things in life, just to keep on going with just the little things. And, I think that's my takeaway for 2020. It's okay to be shit if it's not your fault. As long as you can palm the blame off on someone else, it's okay. As long as you've not given up, you're fine. As long as you're trying, It's okay. You don't need to succeed. You just need to give it a go and never, ever, ever surrender.
Fair play.
Which is one of the great things about the politics of this year, that everyone's still angry. I honestly thought we'd all just be tired of it by now. I honestly thought we wouldn't be talking anymore. But just the fact that people are still annoyed, even if they're wrong, even if you don't agree with them, just the fact that we're all still here and we all still give a shit. I think that's what we need to take away.
That's an amazingly optimistic
Tony,
note to end
beautiful.
on. That's amazing.
That was beautiful.
Wow,
that was really beautiful, Tony.
I think that's the closest you'll ever hear to me being optimistic.
That's like me at the gym. I'm doing the bare minimum because it's better than nothing.
It's
exactly.
If the bare minimum long enough, hey, there's an ab.
If it's worth doing, it's worth half-assing. If you can't whole-ass one thing, half-ass one thing. Just get
half-ass is the new whole ass. That's
if you get even a little bit done, you're doing okay.
Nice.
Like at the end of this year, if you can still make it to the shops for beer, you're fine.
Where's
I think you should. I think you should be like a life coach, Tony. I think you're in the wrong profession. I think you need to start doing like everything is shit life coaching, where you just set the minimum goals for people. I think that's the right, man.
I did very recently get told by one of my friend's girlfriends that I am the least supportive, most supportive person she's ever heard, because she heard us on a phone call and he was very upset. He was very down on himself. And I just went, shut the fuck up, cunt. You're wrong. And he was like, what do you mean I'm wrong?
Fair.
He's like, you've just called yourself shit. You're one of my best friends. You know how picky I am.
You're like Scotland.
You think we would be talking if I thought...
Guys, I'm just going to interrupt for a bit and say, Alex never came back. Like, what's the crack with that?
He fucking... You mean Alan never came back?
I think that was the idea.
He never came back.
Yeah, I think Alex is actually dead.
What's that about?
I think the Dalek exterminated him.
Actually exterminated him.
But hang on. What?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
He did a wardrobe change.
Jesus. Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh my gosh.
No problem, because as you all know, this is the most important time of the year. It is, of course, my birthday.
Oh,
happy
Jesus.
birthday,
Jesus.
Did you forget, just like everybody else?
Jesus.
You sound like the Romans. Who do you want? Well, that's encouraging. Who do you want to see get executed? Barabbas, the murderer? No, Jesus.
No, hey, seriously. I always said I'd ask you if I met you. What's the deal with Tomb? Why did that happen?
I lost the bet.
That's why he's the Lord and Savior, baby.
That's why he.
Yes.
That's why he's the Messiah.
What are you planning to do for my birthday? I mean, I heard a lot of people complaining, going, "Oh, I can't celebrate Christmas this year." We'll try over 2,000 years and nobody celebrating your birthday. Everybody's too busy with Christmas.
We do celebrate your birthday. Christ Mass.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's
You
in the
give each
name.
other presents. You give each other presents, not me.
If
That's the
any
problem.
birthday was celebrated,
Well,
it's
listen,
yours.
every Sunday
hang
we
on.
go to your house and you're not there. How the
Yeah.
fuck are we meant? Even Amazon can't find you to deliver presents.
And
This
you're
is a you
always
problem,
passing up-
Jesus.
You always pass a fucking bucket around, but nobody
And
did any sets.
You've got the worst biscuits I've ever had at anyone's house.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
I
been
do
eating you out, Jesus. For the
And I
last
do
every
believe that
Sunday,
if Jack would be so kind to oblige, I do believe Superdome Leisure Centre has made a cracker of a joke regarding that.
Did you hear about the new low-fat Holy Communion? I can't believe it's not Jesus.
Yes.
There you go. Well done.
Leisure Centre. Woo!
Oh my God. Yeah,
What are you
this
saying?
got really ugly.
Come over to my house and I'm never there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lord's house is the church. Every Sunday we go to church. You're never fucking there. The one person who shows up on your day. This has gone on a lot longer than the pandemic, Jesus.
Now we have you here, Jesus. Yeah, is it consubstantiation or transubstantiation? We need to know which one's right. Protestants or Catholics? Is it you or is it not you? It just represents you. Are you or how? It's the Hovis factor. What's explain.
He's a Jew.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Oh, well, there.
Yeah,
wouldn't know anything. So
I mean, you say tomato. I say who cares?
So Jesus doesn't believe in himself.
No,
that's why he needs a motivational speaker like you, Tony.
Does that mean you're Jewish or an atheist at that point? I'm somewhat concerned.
Jews make good psychologists.
Jesus
not racist.
Is so smart and shit. He knows he's fake.
I am so low on confidence that every time I know somebody's coming to my house, that's why I never show up. Just hide in the back.
You're too cool.
Hide in that little tabernacle.
What can we do to raise your spirits, Jesus? So there's no pun intended.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big spirit to raise. To raise my Holy Spirit, you mean?
If only a dove had flown out of your shirt when you said that.
You know, it was actually really funny. I actually brought the Holy Ghost out to a bar when we were allowed to go to the bars. And I said, can I get a vodka for my friend? And the barman said, sorry, we don't serve spirits.
Hey, here we go.
Jesus. Oh, jeez, that's a great bottle you've got there. Is that wine? It was water.
It was water. Now it's wine.
Yeah. Would you ever try stand-up, Jesus?
Would I ever try stand-up? Well, I mean, you heard about all the lectures I did in the Hill. Crack people up.
You were too good.
Oh, actually, I'll read out one of my sermons I've never been into the Bible. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, please.
Yeah. Get out your phone there.
A letter from St. Paul. A letter from St. Paul to the Corinthians. Right back, please. The Corinthians. Scene.
Nice.
Those trifling Corinthians.
It would be a bit difficult for Jesus to do stand-up with them two big holes in his feet.
Oh, come on.
That's very true.
He's right there, Tony. Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus, what's your plans for Christmas?
And he's sitting down. My point is proven.
What's your plans for Christmas, Jesus? You staying home, or you seeing the dad, or?
Well, it's a bit awkward seeing my dad because, I look in the mirror and it's just like he's there in front of me. It's like looking into a mirror whenever I see the dad. And don't even get me started on my stepdad, Joseph. I mean, try going to school and thinking, all the kids are slagging you, going, your dad's a carpenter. And it's like, well, no, my dad is actually the creator of the human race. And what used to wreck my head in school is when all the lads would say, I rode your ma last night. I'd be like, her first name is literally Virgin.
Yeah.
Literally Virgin, lads. No, you did not. But for Christmas, look, same as always, lads, everywhere's always shut on my birthday. I'm just going to stay in the gaff.
Fair.
And that's why I brought COVID down. If I have to sit in my gaff on the birthday and not be able to leave because everywhere's closed, I'm like, how do you like it? Huh? Hurts, doesn't it?
I think also if something is open on Christmas, it shows how evil it is. Like if a business is open, they're cunts.
Yeah, but if you need something on Christmas Day and you can't find anywhere notice, then you also think they're cunts. That's the problem. If you know what I mean.
So I don't mean hospitals. Obviously, that's we need hospitals.
You heard it here first. Jack Mac wants all hospitals closed over holidays.
Yes,
take my hat off.
Yeah, take your hat off there.
Well, I mean, who needs hospitals when I can just heal people? I can perform miracles. That's what you need.
Master of the universe realized it's not his birthday for 4 days. Is that where the hat needed to come off?
Even Jesus is susceptible to hat hair.
I mean, you're celebrating a bit early, yeah.
How do you keep your locks so luscious, Jesus? How do you keep your locks?
It was either this or a crown of thorns.
Hey.
I use Head and Shoulders, which is coincidentally what lepers say when they get in the chair. Where's my Head and Shoulders?
Here we go. I knew we'd find something there.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, that's a good question for you, Jesus. How come Head and Shoulders has yet to release a body wash called Knees and Toes? How have they missed that golden opportunity?
Yeah.
You know everything. Please answer me that. It's bothered me for years.
Well, you know what they say. The world's not perfect. Man must struggle.
And whose fault is that?
Well, Adam and Eve, obviously.
That's true.
They had paradise and they ruined it.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty
that's what you get
and don't forget, Adam and Eve.
You're not allowed to eat, and then planting it in the one place they live.
And do you know what happened? The original conversation.
You could have planted it 5 feet to the right, and they never would have found it.
Did you know the Bible was misquoted? Now, normally my father and the apostles never got anything wrong, but it was actually misquoted. There was this big conversation about the snake never happened. You see, they were kicked out of heaven. They were not kicked out of heaven. They were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And Adam said to Eve, "Why the hell were we kicked out of the Garden of Eden?" And Eve said, "Snakes on PM me."
I like this. I like this Jesus DM jokes. How many DM jokes does Jason have? I want to know.
Jesus has loads.
What's your number one emoji, Jesus? What emoji is your go-to emoji when you're trying to get some, when you're trying to be a bit flirtatious, being like, are you up? What's your go-to? Don't be like eggplant or something. That's too direct. No one wants
or
that.
A peach.
It's a
I think my go-to emoji is the aforementioned one about the comedian headshot, the eyes.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's what you're doing up at the cross. Jesus, looking across at the other guys, like who's gonna?
Jesus, I was up there throwing up, but all I could think was, "What are you doing later?" Yeah, I'll see you in 3 days.
Superdome said, "Thank you all for a very weird and funny show. Wish you all the best in 2021." Oh, it's lovely.
Superdome, the best act out of any of us here. Superdome.
I agree. I agree.
Jesus Christ! Did you like The Life of Brian when it came out?
I like The Life of Brian. I mean, personally, I don't know what they were going for. I mean, it didn't seem any relevance to me. I could relate though to the I could relate to the Holy Grail because I was in that.
Yeah.
By any chance, were you the bridge keeper?
I was.
He's all of us. He's all of us.
I was everyone. I was all of us in the one go. The bridge keeper. I was. Rather than follow me and grant eternal life, was answer this wrong, you're going to go straight to hell. That's where they went.
Is that the one where he's like, "What's your favorite color?" And he's like, "Blue." No, green. Ooh.
That's the one. That was a fantastic.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite joke in that entire film.
Yeah,
what's my favorite color?
Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Right. My favorite color has to be white, like the white light that shines down from the sky whenever I appear.
So wanky.
He comes
what
up.
a cop-out. You picked the one color.
Jesus, will you be in our boy band, please? We need another member. We need a member of our boy band.
We do.
We need drums.
Well, of course. Would you like me to be the lead singer?
Hang on. No. He's our lead singer. He literally has the voice of an angel.
Okay. That seals the deal.
I have to insist that our first song, though, is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
He's all right. So the power's already going to his head.
As long as after that we can just go fully into Filk, I'm okay with it.
Antichrist Superstar.
I think that would be a nice gateway.
Antichrist Superstar, yeah.
Do you mean we should kind of go in a more dark, emo kind of angle? You mean, Jack? Like we should kind of go...
fucking emo. Fucking...
Nirvana, maybe...
Maybe so.
Nirvana are literally only used to influence alternative clothing in Ireland between the ages of 14 and 20. That's what Nirvana does.
That's fair.
That's ironic. That's what we used to say about the Jesuits.
The who?
The Jesuits.
No, that's another band.
What's your opinion on Judas Priest, Jesus?
Judas Priest. Well, I think they're just two words that don't go together. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Deep.
What about Mormons? Do you like Mormons?
Mormons? Mormons are okay. I prefer Normans, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
How do you feel that all the KKK burning crosses?
How do I feel about what?
The KKK burning crosses? Are you like, yeah, fuck crosses? I hate those fucking things.
Yeah, you would be.
I don't know. Judging by the sets earlier, you'd probably want to talk to Alex J.Byrne about that. He started that with his stuff.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's his bag, all right. That's his bag.
Jesus,
and Corey Treverson, my child, you've touched on a very kind of touchy subject. People show me crucifixes, and I'm like, you think I enjoyed that shit?
Yeah.
I did a lot of stuff, and that's your lasting image?
Jesus, why did you make Alex J.Byrne? He's a racist.
He's
That's a good.
He's terrible. He's a terrible person.
Yeah,
hey, Jesus.
Hey,
Jesus. Why do you hate Irish comedy?
Why do I hate Irish comedy?
Yeah. Why does there an RTE have a comedy?
Why do you keep fucking us? Sorry.
Why do I hate Irish comedy?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't need to shout.
Because I have a 50% stake in Jesters.
How did I know this was somehow going to be a Chris O'Neill joke?
Steak, like, you mean like a steak, like
stake through the heart, vampire Jesus.
I think Jack liked that one.
I think Jack's just laughing so hard because he can't imagine the idea of Jesters turning a profit.
Being run by a vampire.
Where do you think all the collection money in church goes?
This show is only going on for an hour and a half. We need to end this. Are we ready to say Merry Christmas to everybody, all 9 people watching?
Bless you, my children. Bless you all.
Everyone.
Merry
Christmas, guys. Raffle Connor will be back.
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you for watching.
Be safe. Catholicism.
Be fun.